pretty soon we're going to be in a building and we're going to be able to come together and have some camaraderie and just love on each other. But just the ability to reach out and touch you in your home, wherever you're at, in your car, wherever you're at, in the bathroom, hiding at work, whatever you're doing right now, and get you these nuggets, is so phenomenal, you guys. And I'm super duper excited. So the fact that I'm at home, if you work with me, you know me, I got two beautiful twins, they don't really care that daddy's doing training, so you may hear them in the background, just chalk it up to the beauty of being a part of a home-based business. Some of you are going to get a little uptight and say, oh, this isn't professional. I apologize. But I do this for the freedom to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. But I'm going to go ahead and get started, you guys. I'm super duper excited to have each and every one of you plugged in on training right now. Some of you may be looking at the replay because you are at work, but the fact that you're taking the time out of your schedule and you're scheduling for success. That's one of the most important things about building a business, is to schedule for success, because if you don't have success on your schedule, there's no way for you to be successful. So when we talk about building a business, you guys, today I'm gonna be very transparent. Today, I'm gonna speak from the heart, and I'm gonna give you some announcements and some things that will really help you have an aha moment, help you have a paradigm shift, and help you, take things to the next level. So I want to start off with this. The only thing that matters is results. You guys, this is a very direct and transparent training. So if you're in your feelings, if you're feeling some type of way, you might want to pause it, come back and watch it later. But if you're really serious about having financial and time freedom, if you're really serious about taking care of your two objectives, then you need to pay close attention to the information that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Because I feel like up to this point, I've been too soft. And I'm not your daddy, I'm not your boss, so understand this ain't going to be one of those trainings where I'm going to be down your throat talking about you. I generally don't talk about the things people don't do. I talk about the things that people do. I praise the things that people do. But as we're in this transition period of where, as we're moving to teach more education as the focus, as we're moving to start and educating people about income shifting, I want to make sure that I have a stopgap. And I really make sure that I make sure I put people on course, so that when we move in the future, people don't get left, they're confused, okay? So I wanted to start with this because the only thing that matters is results. A lot of people get caught up in their feelings, the way they feel, what they think, what their interests are. None of that matters, because when you look at life, especially in the times that we're in, the new president, the new executive orders that are coming down. I'm not here to talk about politics because that's not what this training is all about. But I want you to open your eyes and understand what's relevant from getting from point A to point B. Let me give you some examples. If you jump in your vehicle, right? And it doesn't matter what type of vehicle you have. Like right now, El Boogie's in the shop, right? She's getting a lot of work done, and I got a rental vehicle. Well, I don't like my rental vehicle, but does that change the fact that I have to go from point A to point B? Does it change the way that the car drives? Does it change the way that the smoothness of the ride? No, it doesn't. So I have to handle my business and drive the vehicle from point A to point B regardless of if I like it or not, right? Okay, so that's one understanding. Well, I'm not passionate about the vehicle either. Well, I don't got to be passionate about the vehicle, but I am passionate about that point B. I am passionate about where the vehicle is getting me to, so I'm going to roll that vehicle with excitement and enthusiasm, knowing I'm almost there. I'm almost to point B. I'm almost to where I want to be. See, too many people, too many times people get caught up in their feelings. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like doing this. It's too much work. I'm not passionate about this. When you don't like what you're doing at your job that you've been doing for the last 5, 10, 15 years. When you're not passionate about what you're doing at your job for the last 5, 10, 15 years. So you got to understand for a moment that the only thing that matters is results. And your goal is to get to the position to whatever you said that you wanted when you got started in this business. Remember, success with JMG is simple as 1, 2, 3. You got to make one decision that you want something more out of life. What is that decision? What is that thing that you want more out of life? Because that is the point B. You're at point A right now, but that is the point B. And it doesn't matter if you like how you get there, if you like the route, if you're passionate about the terrain and the scenery on the destination. It doesn't matter your opinion about the roads and what's going on during the ride. The only thing that matters is that we can get you to point B with love, respect, with morals, and integrity. That's what matters. Now we're gonna do our best to have fun along the way. Absolutely, we're gonna have a blast. Are we going to do our best to help other people along the way? Absolutely. Our whole entire focus is to serve and help other people. But if you're caught up in your feelings, if you're feeling some type of... Remember when we was kids? And our parents wouldn't let us do something? We missed the whole enjoyment of what was going on because we had an attitude, because we were in our feelings. And I don't want you to be like that, you guys. I remember my girls had a birthday party and I said they couldn't do something. And they were frustrated and pissed off the whole birthday party, and they missed the entire fun of the party. So you guys, you have to enjoy where you're at. Enjoy the moment and be excited about, the possibilities. Okay? The possibilities. Stop focusing on the negatives that are going on in your life and surrounding you. Because I put out a video yesterday. You got to understand, you being a part of this business is pissing the devil off, right? Is pissing the devil off. And he's sending heavy artillery, whether it's feelings, whether it's negative thoughts, whether it's sick children or sick relatives, a negative spouse or significant other, unsupportive family. He's sending as many things as he possibly can. One of the biggest things, doubt. He's sending doubt in your head. Can I do this? Can this work for me? Do I have time to do this in my busy schedule? He's sending so many things to take you out the game. And what you have to realize is that God is no respecter of persons, you guys. If he can do it for me, if he can do it for other people, then he'll do it for you. The only difference is it may happen in a different time period, because you may have a different work ethic than me. You may have a different work ethic than Jason Lee, than Brother Lockett, than Mario Datillo. But the key is, if you follow the blueprint, if you follow the road map, then you will get to your point B. You will get to your destination. See, I hope this is a wake-up call for each and every one of you. Because I had a wake-up call this morning, okay? I had a wake-up call this morning. I was listening to my pastor, Creflo Dollar, and he started talking about his matriculation. We're embarking on an anniversary at the church, 25-year anniversary. 25 years? It might be 30. But anyways, an anniversary coming up in the church. And he began to talk about how he used to try so hard to get the people's approval. That's right. That's what I'm looking for. Get the people's approval. He used to try to be the usher. He used to try to be the greeter at the door. He used to try to go to all the breakfasts and go do all these things to attempt to keep people from leaving the church. To attempt to keep people who plugged in. And what he said is, God rebuked me. He said, I realized that the people who are supposed to be here are going to be here. And it's my job to share the teaching, to share the knowledge, share the wisdom, and share the word and education with people. And the people who are supposed to be here, by golly, they're going to be here, regardless if I go do these other things or not. If I can do these other things, great, I'm going to do them. But I'm not going to do these things to gain people's approval. And I was realizing I always have such a big heart to see other people become successful, you guys. I want to see you win more than you want to see yourself win a lot of times. And it's difficult. That's one thing I want to teach you. Never want it more for somebody else than they want it for themselves. That's a recipe for failure. Why? Because when they're ready, when they're ready to throw in the towel. See, people are starters, but they're not finishers. People are starters and they're not finishers. So they'll start with you, they'll run locked arms, hand in hand. But when they're ready to quit, they're going to be ready to quit. It doesn't matter how much you've helped them along the way. It doesn't matter how much you've poured into their cup. You guys, and you have to protect yourself not to get caught up in your feelings, because it's not personal. It's not personal. My computer keeps going to sleep, so I got to keep pushing the button to make sure that we still live and in full effect. So it's not personal, you guys. So I want you to understand and not take it personal, because we're in a position right now where we need to move. We need to make some things happen, and I need you to stop seeking for people's approval. Number one, people's approval before they get into business. Stop